before you, honoring those who made the sacrifice, those who died, those whose bones lie deep in the Atlantic Ocean, those ancestors stolen from the motherland and taken to another land. We honor you. I say. We honor those freedom fighters like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, Mary Bethune, Nat Turner, and the thousands of others who fought, who bled, who died. I say. We honor those, the unknown warriors, whose names we don't know, who fought, who bled and died for freedom. As we born, we say,
this is Alive Tim coming at you live and direct right now. I'm sharing to Facebook. I know y'all enjoying the music. That's B-Jazz as I share with Brother Quojo, pouring the libations. So we on and popping. So now what I'm about to do right now is I'm going to go and play a little commercial for y'all so that y'all can go on and help support the journey. We're going to keep it moving. So hold on for 1 second.
The word is spreading. More and more people are switching to Ambit Energy.
Well, one of my neighbors switched, and then I switched. Now the whole neighborhood has Ambit.
Who doesn't want to save money?
The word is spreading. Switching to Ambit Energy is rewarding in more ways than one.
I signed up and got a travel reward. That's nice.
Oh, I get to save on energy and on travel?
There's a cruise for two out there just a few thousand kilowatts away. I can almost smell the sunscreen.
The word is spreading. Ambit Energy even lets you earn free energy.
When I get 15 friends to switch, I get free energy. I have 15 friends. At least I think I do.
Hey, I'd be telling people to switch to Ambit anyway.
If you'd like to switch to Ambit Energy, listen to the following contact information closely. Then spread the word.
All right, for all those that's interested in helping us out and signing up for Ambit Energy, or at least checking out to see how much money we could save you on your electricity, or if you just want to help support, and because we all pay bills. So my whole piece is we got to pay the bills anyway. So we might as well go and find a way to benefit from that, right? Now, if those that are interested, feel free to hit us up at Gye-Nyame.energy526.com, or you go to our Gye-Nyame Journey Energy page on Facebook. It's www.facebook.com/GNJ Energy. And it'll take you straight to our page, and you could go on and click the sign up button. You don't have to sign up, but you could go on and check and see how much how much money we could save you. You know what I'm saying? And from there, you can support us. You know what I'm saying? And how do you support us? By signing up and allowing us to provide your electricity. You know what I'm saying? Every time you pay your bill, you know that some of your money is coming back to support the journey. And in supporting the journey, what I mean is helping us do these camping trips, helping us. I mean, because I even want to get to the point of international travel, but that's a whole nother thing. So now I am joined on a call. I have a new caller today. Hopefully some of the older callers will call in. There's a lot of you that are listening. Hopefully you realize that I kind of switched the format, because at first I was doing a major part of my show through the phone on Spreaker, and I had everybody calling in on a computer. But now I switched and got Spreaker as the main piece, and I got the phone or the Uber conference as secondary. So I'm still going to upload the show, and especially if people have good content. So on both ends, you'll have to kind of forgive me, because if you are listening on Spreaker, you're going to miss half the conversation. You know what I'm saying? But if you're listening on Uber conference, you're going to be able to catch the whole thing. You're going to catch everything but the sound effects, because I haven't figured out how to get the sound effects on Uber yet. But I'm working on it, right? So you won't hear the mighty, mighty Phoenix cry like that right there. You won't hear that. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the Uber conference, you won't hear the roar of the lion like that right there. You know what I'm saying? You won't hear the explosion. You know what I'm saying? The 15-second long explosion, nor will you hear the applause. But you will feel my gratitude, and I'm very appreciative for anybody that's tuning in. Now, this is what I am going to say. For those of you out there that's listening through Spreaker and you want to join the show, hit me up at 614-556-4535. You can sit there and you can listen. But if you have some commentary or some ideas that you want to share about this conversation, because the piece that I keep on stressing to people is that these folk tales, right? These folk tales that I'm sharing with y'all, right? That, you know, because anybody can get them, but these folk tales are crystallized wisdom from our ancestors. Our ancestors sent us messages in a bottle, but instead of the glass, what we got are these words and these ideas, these stories and these proverbs that they sent this information through, because no matter how technologically advanced we become, we still have to deal with the simplicity of life. You understand what I'm saying? And the simplicity of life has been expressed. Well, let me put it this way: the lessons from life have been expressed to us from our ancestors through their fables, through their folk tales, and through the proverbs. Because we all deal with everything between life and death. Now, we might have a few more toys in between. We got the microwaves, we got all that stuff. But we still have to experience that stuff, right? So, let me put on my Ancestor Flow music on Spreaker so I can have me a little background soundtrack. Put it on nice and low so we can keep the flow going. Now, some of the things that you need to watch out for. We know that our people are suffering in Flint, Michigan, so we want to send shots out to them. I want to send out shots because it's my sister Janice's birthday. For those that listen on a regular basis, y'all know Sister Janice often joins me on the show. So we want to send shots out to her and wish her a happy birthday. Other than that, don't have any news that I really need to get into. Oh, my fault. This Saturday, we're going to have an impromptu meeting at the school for anybody that's interested in Ambit Energy. They're having what they call simulcast, and we're going to be viewing it over at the school. So anybody that might be interested in being involved in the business and being involved with helping us earn money, because we have been earning money. I just want y'all to know that. It works. So all you got to do is get your hustle. Remember, our motto is your hustle builds muscle. Right? You gotta get out there and get it. And now, speaking of that, we about to get into these proverbs. So, hey, my caller, if you can say your name for me one more time, hold on, because I want to make sure the people on the other end of the speaker know who's joining me. What's your name again? Miss Safia. Did I say? All right, Safia. All right, Miss Safia is joining us on the line. So if you want to get hold of some of her wisdom, hit us up at 614-556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. So now we're gonna get down and dirty, because I'm gonna do it kind of quick, because I know what the problem is. My kid's been off the hook for the last couple of days, and I had to look at what was going on. And for those that don't know, if you walk outside right now, you probably see it's a full moon, and it is in full effect, yo. You know what I'm saying? And for those that honestly don't think that this type of the moon and this stuff don't affect people, you need to work in the school, because around full moons you get full foolishness. It is crazy. All right, so now this week we're covering the story from Aesop Fables called "The Lion, the Fox, and the Ass." I hope y'all ready for this one. Miss Sophia, did you have an opportunity to read in advance? Okay. All right, now, and what I'm doing with these, those that don't know, I'm compiling them, right? I'm compiling them, and what I'm doing is I'm identifying the principle that each one of them covers, right? everybody that's in the journey, everybody that's dealing with Gye-Nyame, know that we have a principle system. I'm going to apply each one of these folk tales, not just Aesop's, but every folk tale, each one of the fables that I'm able to run across. I'm going to identify a principle, and I'm going to put it up under that principle. And all you're going to have to do is, if you have access to the software, all you have to do is click on the software, and it will randomly pull up a proverb under the principle under which you have a challenge. And with that, you're going to be able to, in a sense, use some of our ancestors' wisdom to have a better day, have a better week, have a better life. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, all we got to do is plug into what our ancestors have already laid down for us, and we can live the lives of our dreams. Actually, we can live the lives beyond our dreams. Because I want you to understand, we come from a people, those of us of African descent, we come from a people that suffered the suffered hell on earth. And now we still thriving, So we got to understand, it's something that kept us moving. And we got to be able to plug into that. Not just plug into it and hold on to the negative parts of that, but let's plug into that and pull off of that energy that was able to build a Black Wall Street. Let's pull off that energy that was able to achieve and invent when we had absolutely nothing. And that's all I'm saying. But here we go. This from Aesop. The lion, the fox, and the ass. The lion, the fox, and the ass enter into an agreement to assist each other in the chase. Having secured a large booty, the lion, on their return from the forest, asks the ass to allot his due portion to each of the three partners in the treaty. The ass carefully divided the spoils into 3 equal shares and modestly requested the 2 others to make their first choice. The lion, bursting out into a great rage, devoured the ass. Then he requested the fox do him the favor to make a division. The fox, hold on, I'm sorry. The fox accumulated all that they had killed into one large heap and left to himself the smallest possible morsel. The lion said, "Who has taught you, my very excellent fellow, the art of division? You are perfect to a fraction." He replied, I learned it from the ass by witnessing his fate. So, hey, well, hold on, let me check the music. The music on the other end might be just a little bit too high. I'm gonna give those that's listening just a moment to digest the wisdom that was just dropped, because this is one of the better ones, man. Oh my God! I mean, did y'all hear this? Right? I'm gonna read it one more time because first off, I like how it sounds. I'm just gonna be honest. This is a dope tale. This tale requires some applause. It requires applause. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because this tale right here teaches us. It teaches us about power. It teaches us, when you look at this, it's almost as if Aesop is able to look in on our lives, but he didn't have to look in on our lives because the reality is that people have always been oppressed throughout time. They have always been oppressed people. So what we are feeling is nothing new. Aesop came up out of oppression, and he probably was still being oppressed at the time when he came up with these fables. Right? So I want you to listen to the story because it's telling you something, and I want you to get the message, right? Once again, you don't mind if I read it again, Mr. Fear, do you? All right. Here now, for those that want to join, 614-556-4535, because we're about to drop it on this one, but I just want to make sure y'all got it. The lion, the fox, and the ass entered into an agreement to assist each other in the chase. Having secured a large booty, the lion, on their return from the forest asked the ass to allot his due portion to each of the three partners in the treaty. The ass carefully divided the spoil into 3 equal shares and modestly requested the 2 others to make the first choice. The lion, bursting out into a great rage, devoured the ass. Then he requested the fox to do him the favor to make a division. The fox accumulated all that they had killed into one large heap and left to himself the smallest possible morsel. The lion said, "Who has taught you, my very excellent fellow, the art of division?" "You are perfect to a fraction," he replied. "I learnt it from the ass by witnessing his fate." All right, so here we go. All right, so now, first off, I want everybody to make sure you heard the term properly. When they got done catching the stuff, the term that they used was booty, right? And I know, like, Brother Hatem, you're always on some crazy stuff, but I want y'all to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't understand. That's what pirates used to call it when they went in and they stole stuff. That's what ancient warriors used to call it when they went in and they raided. The booty was the most prized possessions. It was things of value, things worth taking from where you were to where you were going to be. Things that brought wealth, right? And I want you to look what we consider booty now. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, we have just totally got into the whole flesh part of the idea of booty. Booty is a thing of value. Now, I'm just throwing it out there, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I want y'all to really think about this, because this is an ancient word. This is not a modern word. So when we start talking about that word booty, because I just wanted to bring that up. But now let's get to the fox, the lion, and the ass. That poor ass be catching hell. You know what I'm saying? That ass, when y'all, everybody that's been following me, we done did about 140 shows. Everybody that's following me, you must agree that ass catches a whole. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all clapping for that. Okay. I'll wait. That ass catches hell. Now, like I said, that goes back to another word. That ass. You know what I'm saying? Listen. You know what I'm saying? We use words, but a lot of people don't look at the history of the words. The ass was catching hell in Aesop fables, and Aesop fables were stories that was told not only to kids but taught to educate, was used to educate adults. And the ass started being associated with somebody that was dim-witted, somebody that was dumb, somebody that couldn't catch on to the hints that life was giving them. Right? Let's be clear. All right, so now we got the lion, who is designed to hunt, who is designed to tear flesh, right? He has the gaping jaws and the sharp claws to do this. We have the ass, who is, for all intents and purposes, a vegetarian, right? And we have a small fox, who is designed to eat meat as well, but he's not designed to eat the amount of meat that a lion can eat. He's not designed to take down the size meat that the lion can take down. So they're helping the lion in the game that the lion is supposed to be the best at. So already they are entering into a contract in weakness. Now, one of the lessons that I got from Marcus Garvey from reading, I can't remember the book that Marcus Garvey put out, but for those that don't know, hopefully somebody out there might remember, Marcus Garvey put out a book. The last book that Marcus Garvey put out was a training book that he put out for his followers, so that the next Marcus Garvey will be able to come up out of studying this little book. It's a little handbook. It's a little study handbook and one of the things that Marcus Garvey talk about is that when you are negotiating with somebody, when you are negotiating, you first start negotiating from your strengths. You can't, somebody that is powerless, you can't negotiate with somebody that's powerful. There's no negotiation there. You always gonna lose, right? So we got these animals going into a contract with one of the parties who is totally designed. He's totally designed to be the boss and to be the most powerful in that area. How do you do that? Why would you put yourself into such a bad situation? You know what I'm saying? So now they go out. They're very successful. And it's time to divide the spoils. So the ass, see, because I want people to understand this, the ass is not stupid. Right? I mean, well, let's put it this way. The ass is very intelligent, but stupid. I'm going to put it that way. He's very intelligent, but stupid. So the ass is set up right away, out the gate. Divide this, my friend. And the lion, of course, already took charge, so the lion determines who separates it. So I want y'all to understand, because what Aesop has painted for us is how power divide things. How it's showing you the power dynamics. Now I'm gonna stop right here because I want to give my guest the opportunity to throw some of her wisdom on this. So before I continue, or maybe you might be able to take us in a different direction. Do you want to share anything on this? Uh-huh. Right. Right. Wow. And because in the sense that the ass felt honored, not knowing that he was being set up. Right. He was being set up. Right. Oh, thank you, sir. Even though we did equal work, and as a matter of fact, in some of these stories, we find out that the ass moves faster than the wild ass moves faster than the lion. So the wild, very valuable. I mean, in these stories, I mean, the ass is a beast of burden, so the ass is used to working. You see what I'm saying? But also, I want you to see how he divided it up. The ass did everything correctly. See, when you're facing power, even when you do everything right, see, because this is one of the things that I have always struggled with. Even when you do everything right, like, you know, I was told that I had to go to. I mean, we know a bunch of people in this situation. They did everything right in life, but because they didn't come from a standpoint of power, because they didn't come from a family of power, because they didn't come from a community that was holding power, because they didn't come from a people that was holding power, in a sense, and they followed what was supposedly right and was dictated by a whole nother group, they ended their lives, or they are in a point of suffering right now. The ass did everything right. If we look, the ass followed the rules of courtesy. The ass was very respectful. The ass was actually divided. He took pride in what he was doing. He meticulously separated the piles into what he thought was 3 equal piles for partners, because we entered into an agreement. We entered into a brotherhood. We entered into a bond. And then he stepped back and he even said, hey, I'm going to let y'all pick who gets which pile, just in case y'all think I cheated. That, when you look at game theory, that is the, I mean, you know what I'm saying? When you look at being fair, if I'm allowed to separate the piles, for me to be totally fair, I have to give away, or I have to give away the ability to choose who gets which one, because I got to set the pile up. That makes it totally fair, because another person can look at the pile and be like, oh, that one looked like it got more on it, so my friend, I want that pile. But what happened to the ass? Please, what happened to him? He got devoured. You see what I'm saying? Power don't care about you being fair. Power don't care about you doing the right thing. Right? Power just wants you to bend down and take it. Bend over and take it. Power wants all the booty. Right? I mean, really, when it comes down to it. You know what I'm saying? Wants it all. So there's no negotiating with power. There's no fair contract with power. As they say, power gives nothing. Power gives nothing without a demand. You got to meet power, in a sense, with power, in order to be able to be treated fairly. Because power don't recognize or respect anything else. The mule was humble. The ass was humble. The ass was peaceful. The ass was very fair. And got devoured. And sister, I want to ask you this. Does this not sound familiar? You know, those listeners out there, if this sounds familiar to you, hit me up 614-556-4535. You know what I'm saying? Because the piece I'm trying to give you is this, man. Our ancestors were no joke. I mean, listen to this story. If this is not the situation that we have been facing for the last almost 150 years, you know what I'm saying? We are in this situation. We done did everything. I mean, as a people, we done did everything right. Oh man, we about to go to war. We gonna go to war with you. And we about to hit hard times. We gonna do hard times with you. We gonna have to pay you a little bit less. Oh, we'll take a little bit less because we understand. In the good by and by, we gonna get what we deserve. You know what I'm saying? We are in a position, as a people, we in a position of the ass. We done separated the piles fairly, and we end up getting devoured. But now, let's move to the next phase. So now, our friend the fox, the slick fox, is looking at this whole situation. And now, after the lion done devoured and set the example with the ass, he look at the fox and be like, my friend, would you do me the honor and separate these piles for me? So the fox realizing what happened to their other partner, does it. Alright? And he gives the lion the majority, and he takes the slimmest of margins. And the lion asks him this simple question. I just want to go back to the question because I want y'all to check out the question. Who has taught you, my very excellent fellow, the art of division? So, to to those in power, to those that's holding you in oppression, the only way that you can be fair, or the only way you can be the excellent fellow, is to, the fox accumulated all that they had killed. It didn't say that the lion had killed. It said all that they had killed into one large heap, and left to himself the smallest possible, it didn't say portion, it said morsel. And a lot, they all did the equal share. Right? But no, dog. He saw what happened and he got wise. He said, I'm going to settle for this little morsel. And I might not even get out of here with that. Oh, who has taught you, my excellent fellow, the art of division? You are perfect to a fraction. You are perfect to a fraction. So those people that are facing power, that are struggling with power or struggling with those in power, unless you are cheating yourself, unless you are robbing yourself, you are a problem. The ass was a problem. And the ass got devoured. But when the fox yielded and allowed himself to get robbed, he was showered with compliments. Oh, he wasn't showered with his spoils. He wasn't showered with what he deserved. He was showered with compliments. Oh, who taught you division, my excellent fellow? Oh, you are perfect within a fraction. Your mathematical skills are brilliant. You're real good. You're a good guy. You know what I'm saying? You have learned my method of division. You are good. You basically a good slave. You know what I'm saying? And the fox escaped with his life. Now there's a whole lot of different versions of this story that Aesop told, because now this is one of the nicer ones. Well, not really, because the ass got devoured. But there's another version where the lion basically threatens the partners. Say, if you know what's good for you, you just get up and leave now. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I mean, so Aesop was very clear in what to expect from those in power. You see what I'm saying? He was very clear in what to expect. And very clear in how to deal with them and survive. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he laid out the warning so that we can catch the warning. He laid out the lesson so that we can catch the lesson. So that we know that when we approach a table to have a discussion with those in power, you know what I'm saying? We got to go in with a whole different attitude. And see, and what's even crazier is that they did the mule and the fox, the ass and the fox did everything right, because you got to remember, we read that, because this is one of the longer ones. The lion and the fox ass entered into agreement to assist each other in the chase. They entered into agreement, so they were clear on their terms. They were clear on what they were supposed to get. So Aesop is even telling you that even when you go into a contract with these type of people, even when you go into a contract, y'all have an agreement, they are going to switch the agreement on you. Why? Because they had the power. They had ability to warp reality. Warp that reality. So realize that when you negotiate with your boss, everybody that's out there listening to me, realize what you're doing. You're dealing with a lion. Right? They already got it set up. Right. Go on, divide. No, better yet, go on and divide this for me, my good fellow. You know what I'm saying? Because some of us have actually been in this position in work and in school or in certain partnerships and some of our relationships where we had the actual opportunity to divide the pie and to see this lion come out like that. You know what I'm saying? And some of us have been lions because at different points in our life, at different points of our life, we all play these animals. At one point we're the fox, at the other point we're the ass, and sometimes we're the lion. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, so now we are at we done did this for about 35 minutes. So no, I'm serious. I mean, if you got anything else you want to share? Any announcements for some? Oh my God! And there's I'm glad you called in too. And the piece that I'm trying to share with you now is there's over 300 of them. And if you go to the link that I left for you, that I left on the time on the thing, I don't know if you had a chance to look on that because it took you straight to the link. But if you go to the site, and the site is called, hold on, for all those that's listening, the site is called Aesop Fables Online Collection. And on that site, there's 656 plus fables. Now, all of them are Aesop's, but I'm sure Aesop got over 300 fables because I've been doing the show, and this is probably about my 150th show so far, and I'm about halfway through the book. So every week I try to come and do this. Sometimes I got to skip because sometimes I be tired, like today, because I was falling asleep. But I'd like to thank you for joining me. I will. I'm thinking about posting this one up as well. But if either way, you still got the show. If you go to the Spreaker station, I'm about to also post this up so that you can click on my website as well too. But also, and like I said, check us out on Facebook at Gye-Nyame Journey. You can like us on Gye-Nyame Journey. You can also check us out on Gye-Nyame Journey Energy, so that if you, like I said, you can let us see how much money we can save you by allowing us to provide you electricity and all that stuff. But hey, it's on, it's popping. Thank you for joining us, everybody. If anybody out there listening, those of you that are listening to this on repeat, I'd like to thank you for tuning in. This is Brother Hatem. I was born by Sisters Miss Shafia. I want to thank her for showing up. All right, and like I said, we do this almost every Tuesday, and we also do tribal quotes on Wednesday. So at the same time tomorrow, if you're free, hit us up. And with that, I'm saying peace, and you have a great night.
The unborn children who will continue the legacy of sacrifice, who will fight in honor of those who fought the fight. I say, we call out to those, join the fight. Join the fight and continue to honor those who fought, who bled, and who died. I say. We pour libations and honor those who fought the fight. I get up, stand up, get up, stand up, stay in